Good afternoon. I'm assuming everyone in this room knows of the #1 beverage company in America, Coca-Cola. And I'm also assuming that no one really knows the dark secret that Coca-Cola has. My name is Matthew Conard, and I'm here to educate you on the dark secret that is Dasani. I would like to share my knowledge so that we can pressure Coca-Cola into being a better company. I've spent a semester studying the effects of water on people, the environment, and communities. And I would like to explain to you why Coca-Cola, through Dasani, is being 1, socially irresponsible, 2, affecting the environment in a negative way, and 3, using false marketing under the public's eyes. I would like to begin with social irresponsibility. Many studies have been done that have proven that Dasani is a socially irresponsible product that Coca-Cola has created. A little backstory on bottled water. About a decade ago, or a little bit more, beverage companies have decided that they wanted to make a profit off the convenience of bottled water. So they went into communities and went into sources where they could tap into public water, like rivers, creeks, streams, or even just on the side of the road, faucets. There's nothing legal about it, but they ended up making profit off of an already almost free product. So essentially, bottled water equals tap water. Another problem with this is that if you think about your parents' bills that they pay and the water bills that they pay, they're paying a very low amount of money for each gallon of water that they use. Whereas when people spend money on bottled water, they're spending almost 2,000 times the amount of money on bottled water. Coca-Cola decided to make this a profit for them. And so they, about a decade ago, created the bottled water industry. And in 2006, they hit their peak profit with $1.89 billion in 2006, off of just Dasani. This is almost pure profit for them, because if you think about it, they're not having to pay the water bills, they're not having to pay any fees to come into the communities and take the water. They're just taking the water, bottling it with their own plastic, and then transporting it and marketing it. A step up from social responsibility is the negative environmental effects. Compared to other companies, Dasani has stuck with their hard plastic bottles. And I think most of you have seen today the thinner plastic, the more flimsy plastic that companies have used, like Nestle and Ozarka. And they're starting to reduce their plastic by 50% or 70%. Coca-Cola has discussed changing their bottles to a more eco-friendly bottle, like Odwalla. But they've been doing this for about 3 years and no actions have been made. The problem with this is that when they're decomposing, it's going to take a longer time to decompose. Researchers have said almost 450 years. And the problem with that is also, as these decompose, there's more chemicals in the plastic, and these chemicals are running off into our lakes and streams and essentially coming back into the water cycle for our consumption. The third and final problem with Dasani is their false marketing. Dasani has a poor history of marketing. And Consumers International every year produces a research report of the worst marketing tactics in the world. And in 2007, Consumers International decided that Dasani was the worst marketed, or the falsest marketed beverage in the world. They said that on their bottles they were advertising this as pure still water and water that was enhanced with a special blend of minerals. Through research, they discovered that there was no special blend of minerals, there was no special still water, it was straight from the tap, filtered and bottled. The problem with this is that people were going to these stores and buying this water thinking it was safer for them, more convenient, when in all actuality they're paying for what they could get straight out of their tap. In summary, Coca-Cola has kept their dark secret from the public for quite some time. Dasani has been socially irresponsible, has had negative environmental effects, and has had false marketing under the public's eyes. By educating our peers, I believe that we can pressure Coca-Cola into becoming a better company and being more socially acceptable. Thank you, and at this time I'd be happy to take any questions. Yes?